welcome to my channel. I am Leslie Emo and I am very excited to have you here on this platform. So basically what I'll be going over today is financial management. So I will be showing you 7 different places that your money needs to go to when you get paid. Finances is not a thing that is being taught at school, right? Schools these days don't teach about finances at all. Colleges, you name it, universities, they don't teach you about how to manage your money. So a lot of people in America today make good money, but the problem is they don't know how to manage it. I've seen a lot of people that make like $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000. These people, these individuals don't know how to manage their money. This is because managing your money, you have to be smart with it. These are things that you get trained upon for you to be able to use this skill so that in your daily life so that you can be able to manage your money correctly. Because if you don't manage your money correctly, someone that is making $20,000 a year and knows how to manage their money correctly can beat you when it comes to financial planning. So basically, what I'll be going through this video is just showing you 7 different places that whenever that money drops into your checking account, you could put this money into these different places and you will be all set and you will be stress-free, knowing fully well that your money is safe and secure. That you want to put your money in is your retirement. You see, a lot of people at their early 20s, they don't think about retirement, but retirement is the fundamentals. You want to be able to have money when you get to that age when you cannot longer do the things that you do at your 20s. What I'm saying is try and talk to your employer and see what kind of retirement plan they do have. A lot of companies in America offer the 401k plan. This is a good plan that you can enroll in, and also government jobs or the government or the federal, they offer the thrift savings plan. This is another platform that you can use for your retirement as well. What I'm trying to say is, if you are working right now, you working your ass off, you get up in the morning and you just doing that 9 to 5 every day, and you want to make sure that you have enough money in your account by the time you hit 60 or 62 or whatever, or maybe 50. I've seen a lot of people that retire at 50. This is because these people at their early 20s, they were able to save enough money or put enough money into their retirement account so that by the time they reach this age, they don't have to work anymore. And when you set this up, you want to make sure you set it on auto account. So this should be coming out every time on your bank statement, even before you see it. So before your money actually drops into your checking account, this money has already been taken out. So this is something that you want to be on top of it. You don't have to do too much, but doing at least 10 to 15% is what every average American or anyone or anywhere in the world is required to do. I don't know, if you live outside America, this number could be different for you, but what I'm trying to say is when you get paid, the first thing to think about is your retirement. Second place that you want to manage your money at, or you want your money to go to, when your money is in your checking account, I'm talking about as soon as you get paid, when that money is in your checking account, what are the things that you need to get done? You need to make sure that your bills are being paid. These are things, I wrote them in red so that you understand that these are things that you cannot go without. You have to pay them. If you live in America or anywhere in the world, you have to pay your phone bill, you have to pay your electricity bill, water bill, whatever bills that you need in order for you to survive or in order for you to live on with your daily life. So having those different bills set up on your checking account in auto so that whenever the money gets into that account, the company or whoever it is the money is going to, that money goes directly to that company or to that sector so that you don't have to worry about these things. And this will also help you avoid late payments and stuff that could affect your credit score. This is basically for people that live in America. If you live outside of America, I don't know how the different payments and how credit score is being managed over there, but over here in America, when you don't pay your bills on time, it affects your credit. So you want to make sure that all your bills, like your phone bill, internet bill, are all being taken care of. So your checking account is kind of like it's kind of like a jar of water. You want to make sure that that water is being shared equally into different cups so that you don't make a mistake and when this water pours out, it pours into the wrong direction. The next thing too that you want to make sure that you take care of is your savings and your investments. So you want to also make sure that all when that money drops into your account, part of that money is going directly into your investment account. You don't want to have to sit there and decide, oh, this month I must put some money in my savings account or my investment account. You want to make sure that all of these different things they are set on auto. And your primary savings account, you want to make sure that that also is also set on auto so that whenever your money comes into your checking account, a portion of that money is going directly into your savings. Third on our list is necessities, right? This is one of the very, very important aspects or the very, very important places that when you get paid, you want to make sure that this gets taken care of as soon as possible. And before you even go into taking care of your necessities, you want to understand the difference between your needs and your wants. This is two different topics. This is two different things. Your needs are things that if you don't have, you cannot survive. These are things that you need for survival. That's why it's referred to as your needs. You need them in order for you to go ahead and go on with your daily life and go on with your daily routine. What are we talking about? We are talking about food, shelter. So if you have like your mortgage that you need to pay for, you make sure that's being taken care of. Transportation, how are you gonna get to work or whatever you do on a daily basis. Healthcare, make sure your health insurance is taken care of. Or if you don't pay health insurance, make sure there is enough money put aside for emergency funds so that if in case something was to happen, like a toothache, or you had to go see a dentist really fast, you need that money is right there and available. Utilities. Utilities just like maybe soap, tissue, toothbrush, whatever. All these are things that you need in order for you to carry on with your daily life and be able to do all the things. You don't want to skip your payments also. That's another thing. You want to make sure that you don't skip any of your payments. You want to make sure that you make all your payments on time. Your wants is things like, oh, this new Jordan just came out and I like it. But is that really a need though? That's probably not a need. So you probably don't really need that Jordan. What you need to do is to be able to say, no, I don't need that stuff. That is just something that I want, but it's not something that I really need. There's a lot of cheap clothing out there that we missed out and we just fall into the cloud and try to chase different things that a lot of people are running after. And when you start falling into that different routes and different potholes, that is going to affect you and you will not be able to manage your money correctly. Emergency funds. This also kind of have some of the points from the previous one. But basically, when we talk about emergency fund, we are talking about things that you need on the go. These are things that you want to make sure that are being taken care of, or you want to make sure that you set money aside to take care of them because these are things that are unpredictable. That's why it's called emergency. What are we talking about? We are talking about setting aside some money when you get paid. An average American is technically supposed to have at least $2,000 to $4,000 when they get paid in their emergency account. This will help you so that when emergencies knock on the door, you already have that money readily available. Don't really spend your money on things that you don't really need because this is going to affect your cash flow savings or your money going into your emergency account. Because when you do these things, these things are going to affect the way you save your money, and it could potentially affect your emergency fund because whenever you get paid, you want to make sure that those things are taken care of immediately. You don't want to wait on them because if you do wait on them, this is stuff that is going to affect you in the long run, and you don't want these things to affect you in the long run. What are we talking about? Some type of emergencies that I will mention here will be things like tooth remover. So if you have like a toothache, you need to go see the dentist right away. You want to have that money right away. Not all health cares out here or insurances or medical insurances cover dental stuff that can go towards emergencies and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you have enough money readily available so that you can take care of these things when they do come. Also, things like accidents, deaths, and stuff like that. This is stuff that you want to make sure that you have enough money, not really enough, but you actually have some money set aside that you can be able to take care of. Remember this: have at least $2,000 to $4,000 in your emergency account if you live in America. If you live outside of America, this amount or this dollar amount could be different for you. But what I'm just trying to say is try to have at least 2% or whatever it is or whatever you make. Try to put that money away towards an emergency fund so that when emergencies do come, you are ready to take care of them as soon as possible. Number 5 on our list is debt payoff. So if you were trying to pay off your credit cards or you have debts and stuff like that that you were just trying to pay off, this is a technique that has worked for a lot of people and for myself as well. And I really encourage you to try to practice this technique because it's really gonna help you out. So when you get paid and you are trying to take care of your debt, you want to make sure that you choose a method that works best for you. There are two different methods that I'm going to talk about here. We have the snowball method. This is the where you want to target the debt with the lowest balance. So if you have, for example, you have a credit card that has $1,000 on it, and you have another credit card that has like maybe $300. What this method is telling you to do is pay the one that is $300 first. When you pay that one first, you will feel good and it will make you to even pay the one that has the bigger balance and need next. So that is what the snowball method is. A lot of people use this one. I try to use it too, and it works also well for me. I don't know what's gonna work for you, but that is a way to also pay your debt faster. Another way to pay your debt quickly is the avalanche method. The avalanche method is you were trying to target the debt that has the highest interest. So if you have different credit cards and they have different interest rates on it, you want to try to target the one that has the highest interest. So if you have a credit card and the interest rate on that credit card is like maybe 15%, you want to try to pay off that credit card first before you target the ones that has the lowest interest. Because the reason why is because the one with the highest interest is the one that you are paying a lot of money towards the company or the owners of that credit card. And you don't want to be doing that. You want to make sure that you are paying the lowest interest as possible. You want to make sure that when you are actually paying off debt, most of that money is not going towards interest. With that being said, if you were still on here watching, hey, my friend, if you've made it up to number 5, why not make it to number 7? And if you were still here and you want to see more of videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that whenever I drop a cool video like this, you will be the first one to see it. And with that being said, let's jump into number 6 is, this is what I call, this is like my most important of it all, right? When we are talking about emergencies, this is different from emergencies. This is different. This is, for example, say you get laid off your job. Your emergencies were that you were saving for different things. But when we talk about having or keeping a payroll for at least 6 months, this is what you need to do. The reason why I say this is because, say for example, your job lays you off for the next 6 months and you are jobless. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to cover yourself, your needs, your necessities, everything for that next 6 months? That's why having a payroll for at least 6 months is very important, so that when these things do come in life, you will readily prepare to go. The reason why I'm really emphasizing this is because a lot of people neglect this, and they always be like, oh, it's not gonna be me. But I tell you what, my friend, life is unpredictable, and you want to make sure that you are on check. The seventh and the most important of it all that I see a lot of people, I thought a lot of people thought that this was gonna be the number one thing, but this is like the seventh on my list, right? Things that you want to do with your money once you get paid or as soon as that money drop into your account that we did talked about on the number one was to invest, right? Now, where do you want to invest your money in? Where do you want to put your money in? A lot of things that are very, very profitable in America today is real estate. If you were involved in real estate, or if you want to just get into real estate and make some money, that's a good way to make money. That's a good area right now that is paying a lot of people. My advice to you is do your research before you jump into it. Don't just jump into it without doing your research. Number two is stock market, right? A lot of people are making millions and millions and millions of dollars into the stock market. But before you jump into the stock market, do your research. Don't just jump into the stock market and start doing stuff without really understanding how it works. Like Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, all of that. Do your research and make sure that you understand, because some of these things, they have their seasons too. Just like how, just like how home buying in America has this, seller's market and buyer's market and all of that stuff. Stock market goes with the inflation of the economy and all of that kind of stuff. So make sure you understand all of that fully well before you jump into it. Number three on that list is trust funds. Trust funds, this is something that I never understood before, but as soon as I grasped knowledge on this thing, I was able to use it to my advantage. What I'm trying to say is try and do some research about different trust funds that you can invest your money in, all right? And if all of this stuff is not working for you, just go to your bank and tell them that, hey, I want to open a CD account, a certificate of deposit account. This certificate of deposit account is a different method of saving that when you put your money into that particular type of saving account, what happens is the bank will be paying you every month on that money that you have. Because when you just leave your money in a regular savings account, you're making like 0.01% of dividend. But when you leave it in a certificate of deposit account, you will be making enough money, or like $8 or $10. Because if you just have money in your account, your savings account right now, you're probably just making like 0.01% of dividend. But when you have it in a certificate of deposit account, you'll be making enough money that you could be like, wow, actually my money is not just being saved, but I'm actually investing that money and I'm making some money on top of it. So stay tuned with me and I will be showing you on my next training what some of these different things are, or what some of these different investments portfolios are that you can use for yourself and for your family. With that being said, I really want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you taking some time out to watch this video, and watching this video means a lot to me, and I want you to help me help others that are currently out there struggling with their financial needs. So do me a favor, share this video to someone very, very important that you know of, that you think this video could benefit them, and help me hit that subscribe button so that whenever I drop a cool video like this, you will be the first one to get notified so that you can stay on top of your finances. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next training. Thanks. Peace.